Sand, sand, and sand. Today's theme, we are in Tottori. This is the Sand Museum in Tottori. They have these huge sand dunes. So we are here today exploring these sand dunes. This is the Sand Museum. It's the first building you see as you turn into this area. This apparently is 600 yen. Here's the entrance. The Sand Museum, Tottori Sand Dunes. Ah, thank you. Getting reprimanded. Forgot my mask in the car. We're gonna have to get out of here. Please wear a mask. Hi. That means yes. This is the inside information for the sand dunes. The sand bear and the sand roses and the shop if you want to blow some money. Thank you. Domo. And out there are the actual dunes, the huge, nasty, hot dunes. So when we arrived here a couple minutes ago, it was cloudy, and we thought we were going to be lucky hiking around these sand dunes because, wow, it's going to be hot now. The sun came out. We will just have to bear it and burn some calories, which we definitely need to do. Tottori Sand Dunes, not Trattori. Like I was saying before, a couple videos before, I was saying it wrong. It's Tottori Prefecture. So let's check this out. Sand Dunes chairlift. That will definitely be handy today in the heat. I think it's about 32 degrees. It's only 10 o'clock. Gonna be a scorcher. Sukato Cafe Restaurant. Let's see what's on the menu for breakfast. Sand. We're eating sand. Oh yeah, it's gonna be delicious. Thank you, Sukato Cafe Restaurant. Delish. This place right here, translation is camel or camel store. They got the outdoor stuff, the fun stuff. They rent sandboards, like snowboarding. I guess they do parasailing. Is that parasailing? Yeah, it looks like parasailing off the dunes. Awesome. Sky High Zero. Ride on camel. All right, and there's what a sandboard looks like. I've never seen that. Much easier than the snowboarding bindings. Not sure how long the ride is though. Tottori Sakyu Sandboard School. Enjoy the 10-second run. And this is what an off-road Segway looks like. Wonder how much fun that is. Anyway, it's here if you want to try it. Inside the visitor center. Admission is free. Japan, the Ring of Fire. After you hike around in the dunes, the start is just outside the visitor center. After you hike around the dunes, they have a nice foot washing area, so you don't have to worry about getting sand in your car. You can barefoot it in the sand, come and wash it all off. So this whole coastline is called the Sanin-Kaigan National Park. Tottori Prefecture now. And this is where we are, the sand dunes. And then here's a better map of the dunes. So apparently the dunes were created when sand was washed out in a river, washed out to the ocean, and then the ocean currents pushed the sand back into the shore. Of course, this is over millions of years. So the sand dunes were created. Science! You are here. Tottori Dunes Visitor Center. Very close to the city center, so this is really easy to get to. It's cloudy, and that means it's only 44.5 Celsius. That's over 100, easily over 100. It was 44.9 just a second ago. So in the sun, you're probably gonna be 110, 115 degrees. Hydrate well. So these are the dunes. This is the most popular tourist spot in Tottori Prefecture. And these are the largest sand dunes in Japan. I'm not sure how much competition there is in Japan for sand dunes, but still impressive. Is that a camel over there?
Yes.
Nice. Camel rides. How much for the camel rides? Oh. Go check out the camel. So there's the sandboarding tracks coming down that steep dune over there. Looks like there's water at the bottom. Sandboard right into the water. Two camels right here. 1,500 yen. Let's see what that is. Single passenger, 1,500 yen. That's about $15. Who knows how long the ride is, but probably not that exciting. You can't choose your camel. Okay, folks, you're paying 15 bucks, but you don't get to choose the camel. Camel chooses you. They're gonna sniff you out. All right, so we're going down the gentle slope. The easy dune first, and yeah, we're gonna hike up that steep one. See if we can see the ocean on the other side. Not much of a ride if you get the sandboard I would probably wait for snow, wait for winter time. That is looking like a 5 to 10 second sandboard ride. Not worth the rental, my opinion. So where should we go? Left or right? Yes, we are definitely not going up that one. At least I'm not. Sand Dune 0, Tourist 1. I made it. Didn't let the sand dune beat me. Check out that view. Great surf. And it's really, really windy at the top of this dune on the water's edge, so you get cooled off after that hike up. No sandblasts. Well worth it. Amazing coastline all the way down. And on the other side, back towards the visitor center, this is what your sandboarding gets you. This is your ride. I think this is where they do the boarding. This is the steepest slope I can see all around here. So this has got to be where they do it. But yeah, that's looking like a pretty short sandboard ride. Or you can just keep going right into the water, see how far you can get. The lift. Not sure if you can see it up at the top of the sand hill. That lift where the chairs are, that's probably about 100 meters long. So maybe 10 or 15 meters elevation gain. So it's probably not worth your time. Just walk up there. Apparently there's a playground up there. Tottori Sand Dunes. You ready? Let's go. Woohoo! Oh, that feels good on the feet. Massage time. Down to a brisk 36.3. We might have to go back and erase all the SOSs we made in the sand. I made a giant SOS, probably 10 meters wide by 5 meters tall. And there was a Coast Guard helicopter that went by too, so hope they don't have cameras out here. SOS, SOS. No riding in the sand. I'm joking, I didn't write an SOS. But now I kind of want to. All right, I'm gonna go back out there and make a giant SOS. Be right back. That's how you end a day at the dunes. Pear cider and pear Soft cream. Thumbs up, buddy. Yes. Getting here from Tottori City, pretty easy. They have a nice bus stop here. And yes, this is definitely a tourist spot. Look at all those languages. You got Chinese, Korean, Russian, Japanese, English. Yep, there's the bus schedule. Not sure how much it is, but if you fly, oh, there's the price. It's like 300 or 150. 300, 150, 600. Oh, there you go. So it does a whole circuit, but there's also got to be a bus coming from the city. This is actually really close to Tottori City. I'd guess about 7 kilometers, 8 kilometers. Some shopping. Sandcastle Museum. Here we are. The exhibit can't say that right. Exhibit is travel around the world in sand, Czech and Slovakia. Professional sandcastle builders. Awesome. This should be good. St. Charles Bridge in Prague. I'm pretty sure that's where that is. Oh shit, I've been there. Although it's been a long time. Czechia and Slovakia, aka formerly Czechoslovakia, now is Czech Republic. Creating sand sculptures, tackling the challenges of working with sand. Because they require these big frames, it's so heavy. Sand and a big amount of water are filled into 4-sided wooden forms, removing all air. The sand is compacted using a roller, aka jackhammer. Wooden forms are stacked until they reach the height of the intended work. Once the water has drained, the wooden forms are carefully taken away, top down. Careful carving starting from the top. Sometimes sculptures collapse during the sculpting process. Oh, that must suck. Imagine being the guy at the bottom who collapses the sculpture. You fall into it or something. Oh, I'm sure it's happened before. The Sand Museum, Tottori Prefecture. Wow. This is not your amateur bucket seaside sand sculptures. Three-headed dragon. There's the artist information. Wow, here's an entire city. This is probably Prague again, my guess. Nope. The town of Český Krumlov. Not Prague. Bohemian Paradise. '14th century castle.
Spies Castle and the Mongol Invasion. Sculptor is from Singapore, Chu Hang Tan. 13th century Spies Castle. Defending against the Mongols. Wow. Prague Astronomical Clock and Sedlik Ossuary. Churches where human bones are used for decorations all over the Czech Republic. Some kind of religious stuff. If you think one way, we will burn you. If you think another way, we will burn you. Makes sense. Execution by fire. Charles Bridge, Prague Castle. So I think this sandcastle team has come here for consecutive years to build different exhibits with different themes. Or at least they travel around the world and do the same themed exhibits. Here you can see the years by year. Travel around the world in sand, Southeast Asia. Religious devotion, diverse cultures, and road to peace. So Khmer and Siam cultures, Vietnam cultures. Nordic. Travel around the world in sand. The Nordic countries. Scania. Scania is, of course, Sweden, Norway, Denmark. United States, 3 years ago. 4 years ago, travel around the world in sand. South America, Machu Picchu, Incas, Mayans, probably a whole lot more that I don't know about. Germany, Middle Ages. Russia. Southeast Asia, again. United Kingdom in 2012. The Italian Renaissance. And then it continues outside. All of this for 600 yen, about $6. Pretty amazing. So yeah, the exhibits change here every year. They actually do this here in Tottori every year. So every year is a different theme. There's a rabbit. Not a huge fan of museums. I've been to a lot of museums all over the world, but this is pretty cool because everyone can kind of relate to sandcastles. We've all been to the beach, we've all played with sand. Everyone can kind of imagine how hard it would be to make stuff of this size and this elaborate detail with just sand and tools, whereas a lot of people cannot relate to a canvas and oil paints and all that stuff. So this is very relatable to a lot of people. Very cool. Secondary exit, sand dune viewing square. So I think up here we can see the actual sand dunes that we were on earlier today at the beach. Puppet show and marionettes. There was also a cool, I didn't get it on video, but Franz Kafka. They had a cool Franz Kafka his book, The Metamorphosis, themed kind of beetle legs popping out of the head, which very Salvador Dali, surreal, very cool. There's the dunes. Here's the top. The bell of happiness. Ring the bell. No serotonin needed. Simply ring the bell and your life will change. It's a work in progress up here at the top. See the view. There's some happiness. There we go. Tottori Sand Dunes and the Sand Castle Museum in Tottori Prefecture.